place we went to this guy is selling, of course, the natural, freshly squeezed juices. You can get the ginger, lemon, apple, carrots, stuff like that. Healthy stuff. You see that we are introducing, pushing only the healthy stuff. The next little house is our aura screening, then guard, the little conference place. So this is all ours, really. We all made it. Until 10 years back, there was nothing here. You ask about the team, actually I can show you our team. Let's go there. Next to that billboard.
You go to the right over there. You cannot see it now, but behind that.
The name of our foundation, Archaeological Park, Bosnian, Pyramid of the Sun Foundation. This is the picture of the foundation's team back in the end of July, so it was like 1.5 months ago. Our workers, they're clearing the tunnels, pyramids, maintaining the park, and all other places around us. The red one, part of our guides, 25 of them out of 36. Archaeologists, geologists, field supervisor, some of our office people, and one of the volunteers shift. So it's about 100 people just here, plus Center for the Therapeutical Massage and Chiropractic. It's a big team now. And most of them are on the payroll, full-time employees. A lot of money. Back in 2005, when I first came here, I saw the pyramid. I climbed the top of the pyramid, looking the area. On the other side, I saw another one, the moon, sun and the moon. This is how the project started. So I was doing some preliminary research. The first year I wrote the book, and in the book I said that we were going to discover underground tunnels. And I based that on my experience with Egyptian, Chinese, Peruvian, Mexican, and all other pyramids. And at that time, cultural establishment attacked me. What is he talking about? First pyramids, now prehistorical tunnels, impossible. Well, I was talking to teenagers here in this town of Visoko. Teenagers are good, they go everywhere. I asked him if there are any caves, holes, tunnels, anything. So they were taking me to different places. We came here, so disregard all this. We came here, big rock, and they called this natural cave. It was just a small area here that was open. Okay, now we're going to get inside. It's a little bit, low, so watch your head. First few meters. Later on, it's 2.5 meters, no problem. So please, okay, let's get this guy get out first, and then we're gonna get in. All right, come in. So I came here, again disregard all the wood and lights. Actually we sneaked in here, it was not so wide, and it was just one little narrow tunnel going this way about for 20 meters. And but I was looking at the ceiling. Everybody called this natural cave, but I was looking, the ceiling was like half radius. So this is not natural. So I brought my people, we started clearing, going a little bit to the left, and we discovered one tunnel to the left. To the right, another one. Moved on to the left, dry wall. To the right, another dry wall. Intersection. Eventually we did realize that we have a huge network of tunnels. After 14 years, we got a labyrinth with more than 2.4 kilometers tunnels opened and secured. If you remember from last night, I said that in the tunnels we have two civilizations. The first one who built this network 30,000 years ago. The second one who came 5,000 years back and closed all the tunnels. And I'll be showing you that. So what we do, we remove that filler material, put wooden support for the safety, and the lights. That's what we do. Wood, lights. So we opened 2,400 meters, but we shortened the way from here towards the pyramid for about 650 meters. Where is the difference? In those circles. We have many circles that we opened. Why? Because of the emergency exits in case something happened with the ceiling. Nothing has happened so far, I hope it never did, but just in case. So from here to the pyramid, 2.5 kilometers. We shortened the way for 650 meters, which is about 1/4. So 3 more quarters to go. A lot of work in front of us to get to the pyramid. So the temperature is always the same, between 12 and 14 degrees, humidity 84%.
Thank you. Hello. No, bitte passen Sie sich hier noch einmal auf.
Nice to meet you.
Where
are you from?
Germany.
Germany. Welcome.
Maybe we have time to see us outside.
Well, I'll be in the park this afternoon, so you can meet me.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye-bye. No poisonous gases, no, CO2, no CO, nothing. Nothing bad, just the good stuff. The oxygen between 20 and 20.9 at all times. The negative ions, they start rising from here. Outside, it's about 1,000. Here it is already 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, eventually 20,000 negative ions per cubic centimeter. So now we enter the tunnels, no more cosmic radiations, no natural radioactivity, no bad stuff. So the good stuff are starting from here. Now look at that material here. Remember I was telling you yesterday, when they were digging the tunnels 30,000 years back, they had to remove a lot of this material. Which material? You see, rocks, pebbles, sand. And remember in the concrete blocks on the Sun Pyramid, the same material. If you clean them, you would realize they are of different colors and different sizes, exactly the same material in those concrete blocks. And it's logical. When you remove hundreds of thousands of tons of material, what do you do with it? You need to find some usage. They use it to make this big concrete block and cover the biggest pyramid on the planet. Direct link. So, from this point, the pyramid, the direction is south, southeast, east. The Russian geophysicists were doing measurements from the top of the Sun Pyramid using geoelectrical equipment. So basically, you have the movement of those rays, electrical rays, and they are moving at different speeds through different materials because of different resistance. And 280 meters below the top of the pyramid, they discovered network of cavities or tunnels. So the idea is from here to get there, because this entrance on topographic map we can see it is exactly 280 meters below the top. So eventually we're gonna connect to those tunnels over there. So this is our long-term goal. Now this is the first intersection. Okay, you can pass if you want. Dobar dan, kako ste?
Dobar dan, hvala.
This is the first intersection. There is one tunnel going to the right. It curves and then goes to the north. We don't need north, we need south. So let's follow the south. And then after 5 meters, another intersection. 2 tunnels, one at 45, another one at 90 degrees. So we are 30 meters from the entrance now. Another 5 meters to the right, another tunnel. The whole network is opening up there. Watch your head here. And on your left you will see tunnel which has been filled with the material all the way to the top. So this material here we call filler material. It is non-compact. The tunnel is made into this material which is conglomerate, which is rather compact. So the way we can see the difference, non-compact, compact. Sometimes even the color is different.
Evo ga. Dobar dan. Dobar dan. Imate priliku da se upoznate sa njim.
Mi smo se već upoznali u Austriji.
Dobar dan.
Dobar dan. Ništa, mi ćemo na desnu stranu.
Dobar dan.
I want to show this. Alright, to my left we have another side tunnel. So you see the conglomerate is rather compact, so they were probably drilling through the conglomerate, building a tunnel, and 30,000 years back. And then 5,000 years back, somebody using this non-compact material filling up this side tunnel. And even making a little drywall here. Everything you see here is an original place. We don't, build anything, we don't move anything, we keep it original.
Ja.
Now, this block, this is the block that we uncovered here. Again, everything is left at the original place. The bigger one, it looks like an egg. That's why we named it egg-shaped block. Now, if you look at the surface, you can see like 7 hills. Maybe this is a relief. And you can see this line all the way around on the top. Looks like this is a lid, a cover. Then you can see pointy part over there, pointing in this direction. And if you look carefully, we can see the side tunnel there and the filler material, which is even different color than the conglomerate around. Most importantly, below this block is an underground water stream coming from this direction, flowing in that direction. And the width of the underground water is from this edge to that edge. So, for the ancients, this block was an information. They look at it, they know, wow, underground water flows there, so wide, such intensity, so much energy. For us in 21st century, this is just a piece of rock. And this is a difference between us and them. Now, everything you see here actually works on several different levels. This guy here, anatomically, actually looks exactly like human heart. This is how human heart looks like. And of course you have a human heart, it pumps the blood, keeping us alive. This guy here looks like right lung, the breathing process. We breathe, we stay alive. So you will see some more blocks that remind us of liver and some other organs which are vital for our life operations. The important thing is about the water. We mentioned several times, when we have underground water stream, it creates an energy which is negative to us. This block here neutralizes negative, transforming to positive energy. Oh, kako ste mi?
Bolje, hvala Bogu, bolje.
Fino, fino. Okay, let's move on. Here. Okay, I want to say a few words about this intersection here. To my left and to my right, we have two tunnels. They are coming at 90 degrees to this intersection. And look at the scenario. We have a dry wall. What is a dry wall? Dry wall. No binder, no cement, no mortar, dry wall. But they are very compact. Unfortunately, this wall here was the same size, coming up to here. And sometimes people come with the backpacks and they steal these stones. So some of our dry walls are almost gone. So a couple of years back we had this policy, no backpacks in the tunnels. You know, people take it for a memory, as a souvenir. The next you know, half of the archaeological site is destroyed. So we need to think about the future generations that are coming after us. After the drywall, we have the filler material. Remember, we said non-compact filler material. And it's completely closed, solid. It's not like a couple of meters, but completely. So if you start clearing, it would be filler material, and 10-15 meters after, we would come to another intersection with the several, tunnels, and then you need to make a decision which tunnel you're gonna clean. We don't have the time or the money or the people to clean old tunnels. So we generally decide to clean tunnels that take us to the south, towards the pyramid. And now, on our left, Helena,
Yeah.
please come.
Okay.
Come, you two guys. I want you to see this. Now remember, carvings, they're exactly here. So all from here down, it was completely filled with the filler material. So we removed everything, and then we discovered those carvings, meaning they were very old. There's the messages in the runic symbolism about gate being closed and so on. So the runic symbols are shown here. You see, they are symbols, and they combine, geometry. This symbol is right here, and the letters, like letter N and M, and arrows, and so on.
You can actually smell. It's like seaweed.
Yes. Yes.
It's the olfactories are working. It's good.
All right, move on.
This is what I need to do.
Now, our particular tunnel actually is continuing this way. And when you look over there, you can see that the tunnel is completely filled all the way to the top. This tunnel is about 2 meters in height. See that? If I can see, I think somebody move this slide. See there?
Oh.
Can you see it? Yes. I mean, this tunnel continues this way.
How far would you expect it to be blocked before it opens up again?
Completely.
Just
It's
really
blocked solid.
all the way.
Solid. All the way.
It's crazy. It must have taken years.
Look at taking years to
block
close
up.
it.
Yeah.
Used to open.
Look at the tunnel over here. Again, drywall,
Yeah.
filler material, tunnel. In 2006, when we first came here, so we were clearing, this tunnel that we are using right now was completely filled with the material, completely. Our only tools that we use, the shovel and the wheelbarrow. That's it. That's why we need a lot of labor here. So we came here, so we are clearing, we came here, so we have 3 closed tunnels. Where are we going to go? We're looking for south. So today all these smartphones have compasses. Let me show you. S is the south, right? S is the south. So this is south, southeast. This one here is east. N is behind me. This is north. So we needed south. So we started clearing south. And then placing the wooden support here for safety. This is how we make decisions which one we are going to clean and stuff like that. So this is south, the pyramid is in this direction. We have not cleared this one nor that one. Again, is a matter of time and energy and money. Well, sometimes we do clear several tunnels in order to make a circle. Why circle? Of course, the quickest way to get to the pyramid would be to clean only one tunnel, one straight tunnel. But then, imagine this scenario. the ceiling collapses, and then you have a group of 100 or 300 people there, then you have a big problem. So, in order to avoid that, what we do every so often, we are making circles, opening tunnels to make circles. So in case something happens here, you always have emergency exit to the left, to the right, you can choose. And what is open for tourists, where we take our tours, are this about 700-800 meters with many circles. Even though right now we are working on two tunnels, two straight tunnels, one to the left, one to the right, going south. So eventually, when we decide which one is better for tourists, that we're going to open that section. But right now, the tourists are mainly in this area, entrance area, with a lot of options to leave in case something happens. Nothing has happened in the last 14 years, but we have to think about how to prevent every potential problem. So, we are cleaning south, and after 10 meters we came to another intersection. Let's see what happened there. Now, here we have a remnant of one of the walls. Until 2010, there was a wall here, and where they are working right now, it was completely filled with the material. So back in 2007, when we were clearing, we cleared this tunnel here, and eventually we have made the circle here. So now you can see from here, it's about 150-200 meters circle. So this is an example of one of them. Actually, this was the first circle that we made in the tunnels.
Idem na K1.
Ajde.
Ok, mi ću proći samo.
Dobar dan. Kako ste omladno? Poštovanje, dobar dan. Dobar dan. Okay, well, we will go then this way. You see to the left? You can see the drywall. This was the first actually rounded drywall that we discovered. To the left, another one. Watch your head there.
Perfect height for people like me.
Mais c'est peut-être ça qui sent. Peut-être ça sent un peu le champignon. Ouais. C'est humide. Hein. Tu sens les pieds, non? Je trouve qu'on n'est pas claustro ici, étonnamment.
apologize to those people who are here for interruption. This is our K2 block. Remember the first one that we saw, the egg shape, it was 350 kilos. In the meantime, we have discovered many more blocks, ranging from a few hundred kilos to 4 tons.
Na naszym przyjaźń. Ja pričate engleski. Može poslušati.
A možeš, ajde, sjedi,
Možete sjesti tu.
sjedi. Ja sam tek došao, pričam na engleskom, ali eto.
Nema veze, mi ne razumimo.
So, they are ranging up to 4 tons, and then this block is 8 tons. So this was the biggest block so far. Eventually we discovered even bigger one. That one is reaching 100 tons. The mass is actually important in this case. Why? When we did the analysis of the material, as I explained to you last night during my lecture, this was found to be artificial ceramic material. So somebody had the ability to make multi-ton blocks from ceramic. For ceramic, of course, you need very high temperature. So they went through a lot of effort to make this. Now, how did they make it? Look at the surface. Looks like we have, again, a relief with the hills and the valleys, probably the rivers. You can see the line on the top showing us that this was made in 2 pieces. When we did the georadar screening, we did realize that this block is consisting of the base, about 30 centimeters, the air pillow in between, and the cover. And of course the most important, like I explained last night in the lecture, was oval object discovered here, which was not air or water or ceramic or metal, but mineral quartz crystal. It seems that beside this big piece of quartz crystal, we might have 2 more on those 2 corners. So 21 meters below us, underground water flow. Water moves from this direction, following the crack. Exactly in the middle, 21 meters below us, it's hitting into the natural rock or something, splitting into 2 pieces. And that place where it hits creates a vortex. Energy coming up. This is exactly where they placed this huge block, receiving this energy. Now, we have, of course, quartz crystal receiving energy. It starts working. It is surrounded by ceramic. Ceramic vibrates, generating 2 different electromagnetic frequencies. One, 28 kilohertz. That one moving through all the tunnels. In the past, going all the way towards the pyramid. Pyramid pulling this energy, getting it through 7 levels of passageways in a spiral fashion, and then going to the top. And the second frequency measured here, 7.83 Hz, original Schumann resonance that we discussed in the museum. So keeping the best energy field of the planet here. That was science. Remember how last night I was talking that the energy that's being generated here actually affects our energy field and our spiritual abilities. We do have 5 physical and 30 spiritual senses. And the first, the simple spiritual sense is feeling the energies. You know, with little practice, we can feel other people's energy fields. And this is a good place actually to start with that. So here we ask people, like we did on this poster. I had 14 archaeologists from Croatia, and believe me, they are not spiritual at all. I mean, they are grounded with all four hands and feet. So I asked them, to open their hands. What you can do, let's activate those inner sense. To open the hands and place them about 5-10 centimeters above the top of this block. You can move them a little bit, so it can help you to experience this energy better. But the moment you get close to the block, most of us will feel tingling in our hands, in our fingers. Some of us can feel warm, some of us can feel cold. Can you feel anything? Cold? Warm?
Yes.
What else? Any tingling in the fingers? Yes, of course. So, it's rather strong this morning in this block. Now, even if you move your hands about 20, 30, 50 centimeters, we are still in the energy field of this K2 block. Energy field of this block is 8 meters, meaning we can even move back. So once we get connected to him or it, we are still in this energy field. And then we can play with the energy. Remember how we played yesterday in the park after the stone circles? So we have the same phenomenon here. This is the energy that we cannot see. This is the energy that we cannot really touch with our finger, but we can feel it, meaning that we are activating our spiritual sense. It is not part of our 5 physical senses. And eventually, yes, we can start playing with those energies, and we can start playing with our energy fields. Okay, my group, please follow me, let other people come and have opportunity. Now, over the next few days, you will be able to come a few more times here and play with the energies here. Where are you from? Oh, this is Holland. Okay.
See you.
All right. Okay. Bye-bye. Who was that? Oh, okay. No.
Is this also part of the natural material?
This
Smooth
here
surface, yeah?
is clay. It's a natural flooring.
Okay.
Clay is
So it was
natural
discovered like this in the
Yeah. Well, the ancient builders were making tunnels using the clay as the floor for the tunnels.
Okay.
What I want to show you here is we use this first tunnel. Let's call it tunnel number 1. And look in the direction of my hand. I'm pointing to, you can see the tunnel there and the ceiling. To the left is a tunnel number 2. To the right, tunnel number 3. And then again, my hand is showing you direction of another tunnel, tunnel number 4. To my left, you can see people standing in open tunnel number 5. And all the way here to the left is closed tunnel number 6. So it came to a nice size intersection with the 6 tunnels. So when we came here, it was 2009, we were thinking where to go. Of course we took compass, we are looking for south. Well, look at the compass, south is this one here, tunnel number 4. But in order to clean number 4, we would need to destroy this beautiful drywall that somebody made 5,000 years back. Look at how compact it is. Even the plates here. A beautiful drywall. So whenever I'm making decision, I need to think about the future. What they're going to say, if I saved it, if I did it correct way. So I said, okay, let's keep this drywall here. Let's open tunnel number 5, which did not have drywall, just the filler material. And when we get to the next intersection, we're going to make left. And that's exactly what happened. 20 meters later, we discovered T intersection, and we made left. And then we discovered the first chamber in underground tunnels. This is where we are going right now. Okay. Da ja malo govorim na engleskom na ovoj grupi. Može.
Trebamo se mi poneti.
Ne treba, samo sjeti. We'll be standing here for a couple of minutes. Come a little bit closer to me. Good. So, back in 2010, we were coming from that tunnel, discovering the first chamber. Let's look around us. Try to imagine this place without the wooden support. The height where I'm pointing right now is about 4 meters. So it is 4 meters high. And this place here is 12.5 meters long and 4 meters wide. 4 times 12.5, it is 50 square meters. So 50 square meters surface, 4 meters high. This is very nice size of the living area, for example, living room. In this particular chamber, 8 tunnels are coming from different directions. Some of them we opened, total of 4. Some of them, 4 of them, we have not. For example, there is one tunnel this way, but it is closed. So, 8 tunnels, 50 square meters, first chamber that we discovered. It was an important place. It was like a center. Was it distribution center, energy center, people moving? We don't know, but it was important center. And then we noticed, you see how many of us are in this room? We noticed that people breathe very well. There is only one entrance to the tunnel network, and look how we breathe. We breathe excellent. Actually, deeper we go, we will be breathing better and better. Not very logical, but we concluded a long time ago that nothing in Bosnia is logical. So, people with asthma problems, they breathe so well, they go out, they don't need air pumps, inhalators for 3 to 6 months. People with respiration problems, with high blood pressure, sugar in the blood. We always see the health improvement. And this is where we started doing some scientific analysis. And on this poster here, we can see our first measurement of the negative ion concentration, where we realize it's about 20,000 negative ions per cubic centimeter. And this is the reason, such as ours, this is the reason why we name this a healing chamber. So over the next few days you'll be able to come to the tunnel again and again and again, so you will learn your ways around. You can go to K2, healing, and we have many other places. So if you can please follow me. So let me show you how it looks like.
So this is one device.
Možete Samo jedan taj.
Može. A little bit higher. Everyone can see. Put it always a little bit on a higher ratio. It measured 20,000 and everything was above. So
But
first
this is the air ion counter to measure the negative ion concentration. We can measure also positive ion. Which means to calibrate first, down to the 0 approximately.
it's very sensitive, so I have to be very, very careful. So the concentration of negative ions is much higher here inside. This is the reason why I have here this minus.
Minus is showing negative ions.
Okay, now let's start. 27, 28,000, 25, 8, 9,
27, 29.
5. Go down now a little
So
bit
it's
higher.
about
6. Okay, batteries.
28.7.
Okay, I would say 27,000.
27, 28,000 negative ions per cubic centimeter. Outside is about 1,000. In the city is about 200-300.
Yeah. Outside I measure 1,200. It's raining today.
1,200.
Still raining now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Momentarily we removed, hole was getting bigger and bigger, so eventually we could get in, and we discovered the first two open sections in the tunnels. One going exactly to the south, 200 meters long, and one going to the east, 154 meters long. The one going to the south, on these posters, we can see the photographs from that section. You see the open tunnel here, open, and then we can see dry walls to the left and to the right, meaning somebody was, closing all the tunnels, leaving this section open. We can see the water, beautiful, clear water, and we can see this canal, here reaching 170 centimeters. Matter of fact, you enter that tunnel, the water starts at 5 centimeters and getting deeper and deeper and deeper, and then you have this canal, and then you start walking through the canal, and it's getting even deeper up to here and here and here. Eventually, 180 meters from here, the level is 170 centimeters, so you cannot walk there no more. You cannot swim, because between the surface of the water and the ceiling is about 5 centimeters, 5-6 centimeters. The only thing you can do is to float on your back, and this is how you move. You're floating, of course you have to have all the gear, diving gear. You're floating, you're going back, you have your safety hat here, which is hitting the ceilings, and of course you keep your mouth open so you can breathe, and then the pebbles and rocks come into your mouth, and you're going to the back, and you have no clue for how long, and you move, very, very slow, and the people who have that claustrophobic feelings, it is not for them, for sure. But eventually you get to the end, and at the end it is like a wider area, with the two tunnels and both of them blocked. 200 meters. When we discovered it 8 years back, we were very happy. We said, wow, we have 200 meters, let's pump the water out, and then we saved ourselves 1 year worth of work. But at first I said, okay, let me test this water. This was the first large accumulation that we discovered. So we were not really experiencing the importance of the water. We did the conventional analysis, chemical and microbiological. Wow, no viruses, no bacteria, pH excellent. We've done more analysis, and then we realized that actually this water is the most precious source that we have here. I mean, you have the water, which is healing water, as I explained in the museum. That's why I said, okay, we won't touch this water. Actually, we really closed this, entrance to this section so people don't contaminate it. And then we started filling up these bottles with this water. Of course, it has to be glass container. If it is plastic, plastic gives, part of its structure, and it damages or even destroy original structure of the water. So no plastic. Second thing, we were doing measurement. Water drinking here, taking it out in the plastic bottles and drinking there. The moment you get it out, because of the cosmic radiations, it loses 50% of its properties. So not only glass container, but also dark colored glass bottle. Dark brown, dark green, dark blue. So this is how we started packing it in those small bottles, dark brown. And then we noticed that when you take just a little bit of that water, a little cap, and you put it in the liter of regular water, and leave it like for a few hours, that water receives the information from the pyramid water. It changes its structure to the crystal-like structure. It is like, imagine you have 1 liter of the water, you put a little bit of paint, all of a sudden the water is getting painted. The same thing, the same analogy can apply here. And this was 6-7 years back, and we said, well, we don't receive a penny from the government, nobody is helping us. Why don't we use that as one of the sources of our income? Now, we don't sell this as the healing water, we sell it as the pyramid souvenir. We don't want trouble with the Ministry of Health. But people who understand, they're going to buy it. We sell this water for like 10 euros. 10 euros. And this water, from one little bottle, you can get 25 liters